In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. How did he create? If you can figure out how he created, you can see creative miracles too. How did he do it? How did he work with nothing? Like when I was in science class, they told me, or not even science class, in the Bible school, they told me everything was made out of nothing. God created everything out of nothing. And I was like, huh. If you went to your quantum physics or your physics class in high school, say, raise your hand, teacher, God made, the earth was made from nothing. They'd laugh at you. They always have trying to explain how it was created. It wasn't made out of nothing. God sent his spirit, which is invisible, to roam over the earth, the glory, the presence of God. That's invisible. That's the first ingredient. You need the presence and the glory. The Bible said the angels were singing and worshiping when God was creating. So worship was even there before. The heavens were worshiping. Glory cloud comes on the earth. It's invisible, but it's there. How many know electricity is real even though you don't see it? You see the effects of it, lights, but you can't see electricity. So if you're some hillbilly, I don't believe in electricity, I never seen it, I don't believe it. Sir, give me your hillbilly finger. I'm going to wet it, stick it in this electrical socket here. Ah! I believe. I'm a believer. So just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not real. Atoms, protons, neutrons, you can't see them, but they're real. All right. Right? So, the Spirit's moving. Swirly, glory. That's the first. We got that ingredients here, see. Then the second ingredient says, and then he spoke. Sound is an invisible sound wave, but it actually has solid matter to it. Sound has solid matter to it when it's in creative form. And he spoke. When invisible sound meets invisible glory, it creates solid substance, solid subatomic matter. Are you getting with me now? So when the presence comes, the weight, it's called the weightiness or the kabod, the weight of God's glory. Means there's matter on it. There's weight. Like you can literally saturate a handkerchief with prayer and glory, and it would weigh heavier in some dimension than it would before you did that. There's something on there on a microscopic level. And then he goes, let there be light. There was light. Let there be mountains, trees, sound. He took glory and sound, created everything. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times we just confess. I confess by stripes I'm healed, but dry. No worship, no prayer, no intimacy with God. I believe it, I receive it, I claim it, I blab it. And you're like, how come it's not happening? It might happen in time. It might take a long time. But when you get glory, which is no time, and then you wait to say what God tells you to say, then that creates that what you're saying. But you have to say it in faith as well. How many believe that? Faith is the substance of things hoped for. Sounds good, but let me break it down more. We can make it a little lower. Faith is if it's in the glory and you speak it, is the substance, which means faith is the subatomic particle or a down payment, a particle of the thing you just spoke. You just got it created in a small form. I declare that house is given to me. You already got the beginning of it. Something already shifted with the banker. Something already shifted with the owner. You didn't even know that. At that moment, your body, immediately something starts shifting on the subatomic level. When you go back, be healed. And as I was giving those words tonight, and his arm and that lady and the leg, it just started shifting. So how did you do that? See, the glory realm. Then I speak what God shows me. And then, so sound creates. How many know sound can create? You have a sound machines or sound weapons, like you have these ships, cruise ships that have sound weapons against the pirates in Somalia, and they'll aim it at those guys on the little brrr, and they aim the sound thing on them, and they're like, ah, and they can't attack the ship. So sound is an actual solid matter. It's just small enough you can't see it. How many believe that's true? I mean, it's even scientists confirm that. Okay, it's not like, oh, I don't believe that. Well, I don't believe you exist. You know, then the atheists tell me they don't believe that God exists. I go, I don't believe you exist. There's more proof of God's existence than you. So if you don't exist, I better check if I'm even on medication that I forgot to take, because I'm talking to someone that doesn't exist. They got all mad.